I love the word no. I've been in sales as a professional salesman for more than 20 years now. And in all of that time, I've received an infinite amount of rejections from my prospects. I love it when they reject me, because every time they do, I bring them a little closer to that yes. No does not mean no to me. It means K-N-O-W. I do not know enough at this time to make a logical decision. Please tell me more. When I was asked to join with a national tax tracking firm, for example, the company wanted my input in expanding their customer base, and they asked my assistance in working through the specifics as a key member of their sales team. I accepted that challenge, and I worked with the team to understand this principle among a few others. To make a long story short, I quickly rose to the top seat on the sales team within the first month I was there. And I held that position ever since, until I eventually left, with the sales force of just over 16 professionals at the time, some of who were there for years. Okay? There was no way that should have been possible. But it happened. And the reason it happened is because most of them feared rejection and the infamous word, no. When someone says no to me, I don't take that as a flat response. I take it as K-N-O-W. Okay? They want to know more because they can't decide. And the way that I rose up, staying on top, was because I called on those prospects that had already told us no. And I re-engaged them in conversation about their goals and their needs. And out of 11 high-profile accounts that I closed that first year, 7 of them fell in that category. Some of them, of course, still said no to me. And I thanked them. And I still continued to check with them periodically to see if things had changed. Because there could be a lot of changes. You know, in a 3-4 month period of time, leadership can change, mergers take place, audits, identify weak areas, and they need to be addressed. Any of those things can easily lead to a future opening to re-engage that prospect and finally get that yes. Another great thing to remember about the word no is that we are continuously bombarded with it throughout our lives. Think about when you were children, right? Even today, our parents, friends, teachers, coworkers, bosses, preachers, bankers, creditors, landlords, children, and business associates have been hitting us with the word no on a daily basis. We hear the word no more often than we hear any other word in our lives. And we turn around and throw it out just as freely. We do it because all of this overuse of the word no has impacted our subconscious mind. It's now a reflexive habit more than it is almost any other kind of response. Okay? But take a second and ask yourself this question. How attached are you to the conviction behind the use of the word no that you give? Probably not too much. Think of your child asking you for something most likely insignificant. Instantly, you're going to say no because you're busy with whatever you're doing at the time, or you just don't want to deal with that, whatever the case is. But now, how attached are you to that no? In most cases, our children can turn our no's into a yes with really little prompting, right? They just ask a little bit more. It's because our children, or because of the word itself, is used so often, it has less meaning. The truth is that we use the word no as a cursory response, eliminating issues that we're not ready to deal with. The word itself, having so little meaning though, is just a thinly veiled attempt to ward off all of that things. It's usually not a real conviction backing it, okay? And it prevents us from going the other way and saying yes instead. In business and in sales, the same principle is true. As a sales professional, if you're true to your belief that your services are right for your prospect, do not do them the disservice of walking away because they said no. Prompt them a little bit more, and that smoke screen will easily blow away. Ask a few more times. Turn that no into a yes.